Thank you so much for joining today's Zoom meeting with us, and welcome to Sonoma State as well as to EOP. This is our social media. We invite you all to join us in our social media. We'll have the same picture at the end. That way, if you're not able to get it at the beginning, you're able to hopefully get it at the end. But this is our social media, so feel free to join us. We definitely we're a bit more active, especially with all the social distancing. We want to make sure that our students feel connected to the university as well as to the EOP program at Sonoma State. So without further ado, welcome to Sonoma State's EOP program. My name is Jesus Garcia Valdez. I am the EOP Admissions Academy and Outreach Coordinator for the university. This year, I'm also supporting Porta with their admissions process. Today's presentation is going to be pretty much the EOP experience at at Sonoma State's EOP program. With me, I have two co-hosts. I have my admissions ambassadors. If I could have you all, please introduce yourself, your name, major, and then your hometown.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Leslie Gonzalez. I am an EOP Admissions and Outreach Ambassador. My major is sociology, and I also plan on minoring in Spanish. And I'm originally from Sacramento, and I'm in my second year here at Sonoma State University.
Thank you, Leslie.
For sure. What's up? My name is Kiana. I'm also an admissions and outreach ambassador for EOP. I'm a third year going into my fourth year next year. Hopefully it'll be my last year. I am a business major with a concentration in accounting, and then I'm getting a minor in American Multicultural Studies. And then my hometown is also Sacramento, not necessarily Sacramento, but a small part of Sacramento.
Perfect. And then these will be the two ambassadors that will be supporting us. So, at the end, if we have time, we'll have some Q&A at the end for the students to ask any questions. So you might be asking yourself, what are we going to be covering today in these and the EOP experience at Sonoma State? So first of all, we'll take some time to congratulate you on your admissions to the program as well as to the university. You'll learn about what that EOP program is, or the Education Opportunity Program, resources available to eligible EOP students, important deadlines that we would like for you to know, and then we'll have some Q&A at the end. So we'll make sure that we go ahead and get this, rolling. So congratulations again, on your admissions to the university, as well as your admissions to the program. For my first-time first-year students, my current seniors, this year we received over 4,000 applications, and we only admitted 161 freshmen. So congratulations on that.
Technical difficulties. Jesus got kicked out, but he's coming back. There we go. We can't hear you, Jesus.
Sorry, there were some technical difficulties. Can you hear me now?
Yep, we're good.
Perfect. Can you see that? You cannot see the PowerPoint, right?
Nope.
Okay, let me see. I think it's this one. Perfect.
All right, we're good.
So we're good now. Thank you so much for your patience. As I said, this year we're going through a lot, but we really thank you for your patience, and also, for being proactive and working with us along the side. I know it's a very difficult times for everyone. So make sure that if you have any questions, any assistance, any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help you. At the end, we'll be providing you with our contact information. That way, if you have any questions, you could definitely let us know. So What is EOP? EOP is a state-funded program. It was founded in 1969. Last year, we celebrated our 50 years of existence here. Kiana is wearing our, beautiful EOP 50th anniversary shirt that, we were able to take students back to Long Beach, California, where everything started. And, so we've been pretty much 50 years here at the university, or the program has been here at the university for around over 50 years. I think Sonoma State had one of the first original EOP programs. It even existed before it was actually called the EOP program. And I think it was in 1968. So, we've been here, we've been around for quite some time now. So what is the purpose of EOP? The purpose of EOP is to pretty much help students. We provide academic support, retention services to first generation, historically low income, and educationally underserved students. First generation, I want to make sure that I emphasize that first generation term, because a lot of you do not quite understand what the definition of first generation is. So pretty much that means that you are the first in your family to navigate this new unknown area, which is obviously you're the first one in your family to go to college, meaning that neither of your parents have a 4-year degree from from an institution here in the United States. Also, we target students who have been the potential to perform satisfactorily at the CSU, but have not been able to realize their potential because of economic or educational background. So, as I said, EOP was a program that was founded in 1969 as a second opportunity program for those students who have come from marginalized communities or come from communities that don't have a lot of resources. We want to make sure that these students get the support that they need, not only, when they get to the university. So our goal is to help you get admitted to a university. We help you navigate the university system, because at the end of the day, we want you to graduate from the university. In addition to that, EOP provides admissions, academic, financial assistance to accommodate the needs of the individual campus student population. For admissions, I do want to make this point, for my first-time freshmen, if at some point in time, I know given the situation with COVID-19, there's a lot of changes within your high school classes going remote, our students are the most vulnerable populations, because they might not have the resources needed to complete those classes, or that you that have to work double as hard to complete these classes. If at some point in time your classes get there's a change in your schedule, or that you know that you're not going to pass a class, please let us know. Send an email to apply@EOP@Sonoma. Let us know, because we're able to support you. We have something that we have special allocations for admissions. It's called special admits. Slots are EOP@Sonoma State receives, and this is for us to make sure that we keep you here despite the circumstances that you've been facing. So we foresee utilizing a lot of these special admit slots this year, given the current situation. So if you got a D in your foreign language class, in your science class, and you're like, oh shoot, this is an A through G class, I don't think I'll be able to go to college, don't worry, let us know. We could work something out. Once you become admitted to the program, we become your advocates, we become your lawyers, we become your, we make sure that we take care of you at Sonoma State. As I go, I'll be making these reminders. If you have any questions, please jot them down in the chat box. As I said, I will not be able to address these questions as I go, because I want to make sure I have enough time to cover the content. But then at the end, I've allotted some time to go over Q&A. Okay, so that is EOP@Sonoma. So the objective of EOP, it's obviously, this is what it is. EOP works with the most vulnerable populations. The children grows up in poverty, is significantly disadvantaged in education skills, struggles to get a job, fails to escape the poverty cycle, family poverty, and it continues the same cycle again. That's the poverty cycle. Well, guess what? The EOP objective, the main objective of EOP is to pretty much break the cycle of poverty through education. So we want to make sure that, you get educated, and by you getting an education, we want to make sure that, you are with that educational degree, with that bachelor's degree, that opens more opportunity for you in the future. So that's the reason why EOP was created in 1969. So, and we want to make sure that we work with you to make sure that the barriers that are coming across, we're not going to teach you how to cut corners, but instead we're going to give you the resources to navigate these obstacles and help you overcome these obstacles at the end. As mentioned before, EOP is in all 23 CSUs. The California State University system, the largest system, the largest educational system in the nation. We're part of the 123 other sister brother campuses. So, all EOP programs have EOP. One thing that I want to cover though is if you have not heard about EOP at another institution or your admissions about EOP from an EOP from a different institution, a frequently asked question that I have, and I want to address this here, is if you were admitted to EOP at Sonoma, but you were not admitted, let's say at EOP at San Francisco State, you're not able to transfer your admissions from Sonoma State to your, to San Francisco State. You have to be admitted at both programs, at both institutions, okay? But let's say that you start Sonoma State and you're like, okay, 1 year here, and you're like, you know what? I wanna move over, I wanna transfer to San Francisco State. And you were part of the EOP program at Sonoma State, and you're transferring to another institution, you're able to take your admission slot and, apply, take that to whatever school you're planning to go. But right now, you're not able to use, your EOP admission slot at Sonoma to take it wherever you want to go. If, let's say, San Jose, San Francisco, you cannot do that, okay? Next, resources available for EOP students. Well, we provide orientation sessions to help students learn about campus services and programs. So some of the things that, we are known for is obviously for our first-time freshmen is our summer bridge program, which I'll talk more about it in a minute. And then for our transfer students, because EOP is a point of entry program, which means that students have to apply and be admitted before they become college students because of a lot of resources that you're given as, since the get-go. For our transfer students, we also have our transfer bridge. That's usually, we have a meet and greet during transfer orientation. And then we also have a meet and greet right before the start of the fall semester, the start of each semester. For EOP students, or for transfer students, we admit students year round, meaning fall and spring semester. For freshmen, we only admit for fall semester. So for transfer bridge, for our transfer students, we have transfer bridge twice a year at the beginning of every term semester. In addition to that, within EOP, we provide you tutoring, advising, and specialized retention services. Within Sonoma State, we have a retention services of over 90% with our EOP students, meaning that our students persist from 1 year to the next when they go through EOP. Just talking about Summer Bridge from last year, we brought in, 156 students through Summer Bridge, EOP students, and 156 students started at Sonoma State in the fall semester. So we lost 0 students from Summer Bridge to fall semester of the school year, or to the beginning of the school year. So we're pretty good about making connections, building community, and connecting you with resources and services at the university level and at the community level within Sonoma State. We also provide transitional support and orientation such as Summer Bridge and Summer Transfer Bridge, which I said I will talk more about it. And we also are known for, I know a lot of students say, I want to go into EOP because of the financial support, the EOP grant. We're known for giving the largest EOP grant in the state of California. The income, the award amounts vary. One of the things that we try to do is that we try to always increase our grants. So, we don't advertise the amount that we provide, but, rest assured that we're known for giving the largest EOP grant in the state of California for both EOP freshmen and transfer students, and even continuing students as well. Okay. So some sample of the services we offered, as I said, Summer Bridge, Transfer Bridge, Orientation, Welcome. Aside from us going through the Transfer Bridge, we also have our Welcome, or Summer Bridge Part 2, which is usually at the beginning of every academic year, to make sure that we reconvene and we pretty much give you a boost of confidence and a boost of energy right before the start of every academic year, or at least for the academic year. So we want to make sure that you have the confidence needed to pretty much tackle down that first week of school. We also help you with financial assistance. What do I mean by that? Aside from the EOP grant, we work with you. We work with you to make sure that you understand what is cost of attendance. You break that down. You pretty much know how much you're going to be paying the university, how much free money you're going to be getting from the university, and then how much money you're going to be paying out of pocket. And, and if you're paying money out of pocket, we try to help you find the best solutions or the best financial options for you. If you have to get a loan, we educate you and your family about which loan option is the best option for you and understanding all of that. And aside from that, we help you with academic advisement. That is great because, being first generation, I often refer to the first generation as the I don't know population. Why is this? Do you know how many classes you take your first semester? I don't know. Do you know which classes you take for your major? I don't know. So, being a first generation, that's what it entails. It's a lot of I don't knows. I'm not sure. So that's the reason why having an EOP advisor is it's great, because you'll get two advisors. You'll get your EOP advisor and you'll get your major advisor. So you'll get double that support. That means that all of your questions will be answered. Your advisor, and I'll have my students address how having an EOP advisor has benefited them. But at the end of the day, you get double that support. You build community with both. So that means that, there's less of an impediment for you to complete your education with the least time possible. Also, we help you with career fair, internship, job opportunities. If you're EOP and you qualify for federal financial aid, we make sure that you get first steps or priority on work study. That way, you're able to find a job way faster than other students that don't have work study. That way, if you need to pay for school and you have to pay out, pay for whatever fees you need, and we make sure that we help you find a job. Even during summer bridge, we have a job fair, and then we support you through all of that. We work very closely. We have a career fair on campus, and we have a liaison that works very closely with our EOP students as well. And then at the end, I did see here that we have a graduation celebration. So pretty much EOP, see it as a bridge from your current institution into Sonoma State. So that's when you pretty much get yourself, you board the EOP experience, from whatever institution into Sonoma State. And then celebration, that's pretty much when you, after you went on your own job to explore, your EOP experience. At the end, we have that celebration to celebrate your accomplishments about graduating from Sonoma State. It's amazing because every year our celebration has been growing, which is amazing. That means that we're graduating more students every year. Last year, we planned for 300 students. We received close to 500 attendees there. So it's something great because we not only invite the students, their families, but also the SSU community, because it takes a village to pretty much help graduate our students. And then we also have EOP Case Club, which I know it's in the cleaning process, not cleaning process, but it's in the restructuring process, which you'll learn more about it as it comes. How do EOP help me? As I said, these are the keywords that we do. I don't want to go into much depth as I already went to it, but we help you find information. We obtain referrals to appropriate departments. We clarify any general questions for graduation requirements. As I said, it's a lot of I don't knows. We make sure that we give you those answers and we address those concerns that you may have regarding your education. Education, you're a student before you're an employee. So we make sure that we take your education very seriously. You learn about SSU and the university life. So if you have any questions about housing, you let us know. We monitor your progress towards completion of your degree. When we say we monitor because our advisors definitely take into account whatever classes you're taking. And if for some reason you're thinking like, I don't know if I'm going to pass this class, they help you create an agreement with you, the professor, to see what you're able to do to help pass that class, because we don't want you to be repeating courses because that affects your financial aid. We also help you get careers opportunities, special programs. We try to be that connector, that connector to other resources on campus and even resources off campus as well. We help you explore declaring your major, and then we get you advice from experienced academic advise you and when you're experiencing academic difficulties, and when you get that imposter syndrome that you're like, I don't know if I should be here, I don't belong here. If you made it this far, you've earned your spot at Sonoma State. No one will take that away from you. And we're here to help you with the next steps as well. Your future becomes, your goal becomes our goal, and at the end of the day, our goal is to help you achieve our educational goal, which is to help you cross a stage in 4 or 4.5 years, depending on your major. So for our EOP students, one of the great benefits is that you'll be a part of an academy. Not only will you be going through summer bridge, which I'll cover in a minute, but you'll be a part of the academy. So you'll be taking classes with around 23 other students these are first year students. So you'll be taking 2 classes together, your Unit 102 class and a respected English class, either English 101 or English 100 AB, which DSP I'll cover in a minute. It's going to be very important for our first-time first-year students. For our transfer students, you don't take an academy model. You're more of the mature, you already come with upper division credits and everything. So your focus, instead of us having you go through an academy, what we do is we pretty much set some classes aside from you. That way you're able to get these classes. So the classes double count, triple count, the very popular classes, we set some seats aside from you. That way you're able to get these classes. That's, there's a way for us to help you, build that community in those classes. That way you don't have a lot of unknown faces in a class. Okay. So old versus new, I don't want to cover it, but this is how it looks now. English 102, Unit 102. There's some majors that are very linear majors, meaning that they are very needy. So we'll be talking about it. If you're in Hutchins, if you're in music, theater arts, biochem, chem, there are certain classes that you must take. We'll make sure that you work with your advisor to make sure that you're also part of EOP Academy, but also we don't want you to get behind on your scheduled classes. Summer Bridge, the so-called Summer Bridge. This year, it's going to be a 9-day summer remote orientation program. Yes, 9-day online exclusive Summer Bridge program. This year, it's amazing. It's a 9-day program. It's the first, it's going to be Monday, June 22nd. This is for first-time freshmen. For Monday, June 22nd to Friday, June 26th, and Monday, June 29th through Thursday, July 2nd. This is really important for first-time first-year students. You will be expected to go through Summer Bridge. At the end, something that it's going to benefit you at the end, you'll be able to earn college credit. This is something that will differentiate or that will set you apart if you will just go through summer orientation. Our summer orientation students will go through something similar, but the only difference is that they will not be earning college credit. You will be earning college credit for our first-time freshmen. So not only will you get yourself acclimated and learn more about SSU, you will be registering for classes right before anyone else. This year's Summer Bridge program will be registering before any other summer orientation session. So that means that you'll get first dibs on your classes. And not only that, you'll be getting college credit at the end of Summer Bridge. So when you start Cinema Stage 8, you'll have at least, college credit. Also, this is an opportunity for EOP participants to meet each other, faculty and staff who will be assisting in the fall. So this is when you get to meet your faculty. Some of the faculty who teach in the fall, who are, go through Summer Bridge, they will be your professors for fall semester. So you get to build that community with them since Summer Bridge. And also, as I said, you will be registering for fall classes during Summer Bridge. So it's really important for you to, make it a point to attend Summer Bridge. Okay? EOP versus non-EOP student. This is for our first-time first-year students. If you're EOP, you get a lot of benefits right off the bat. One of the first benefits is you get a lower deposit for housing. For enrollment reservation deposit, it's the same across the board, but for housing, you pay $200 less. So it's really important for you to, if you were admitted, pay your deposit, secure it, because we have more students than we can accommodate. If you don't secure your spot, we'll go ahead and release your spot. So even though we said, yes, you have a slot, that's not secure until you pay your deposit and register for Summer Bridge, okay? For transfer students, you also get a lower deposit for housing. Enrollment reservation is the same, but for housing, you get a lower deposit. So it will only affect you or benefit you if you're planning to live on campus. Important deadlines. I'm getting closer to the end. I know I only have 3 more minutes. Accept your EOP admissions and register for Summer Bridge this is by the May 1st deadline. Make sure that you register for Summer Bridge and pay your deposits, your reduced deposits by May 1st. In your admissions letter from EOP, at the top, you received your unique EOP approval code. This code will allow you to pay the lower deposit. Also, National College Decision Day. I know for most campuses it's still May 1st. For Sonoma State, we got extended to June 1st. However, you must adhere to the May 1st deadline for EOP. because even though for, you have until June 1st to say yes or no, I want to go there, for EOP, as soon as we hit the 161, we're waitlisting you. Even though we say, hey, Leslie, here's your EOP spot, we could take it back. That's conditional. We could take it back and we could just have you go as a regular SSU student. And then instead of paying the 150, you would have to pay the 350. Also, complete your directed self-placement by Friday, June 5th by 11:59. You will be receiving more information about directed self-placement from the university. They'll give you a different deadline, but for EOP purposes, you must complete this. These, DSP is only for first-time, first-year students. And also, submit your official final high school transcripts by July 10th, 2020. Please make sure that you send it. If for some reason you're having issues, let us know. You're not alone anymore. If you have any questions, any issues, please let me know. Please let your ambassador know. Email us. We're here for you. Okay? Well, thank you so much. I have added our phone number there. I could go ahead and, I will be going to the questions. We have, a few more minutes. But for EOP admissions questions, please email that applyeop@sonoma.edu. I'll put in the chat box, applyeop@sonoma.edu. And we could be reached at 707-340-3637. I put it at the chat box. Please make sure that you save that information. The information here is for everyone, for just general EOP questions. But if you have general EOP admissions questions, if you apply to EOP and you have not heard from us, that's concerning because we send admissions decisions to all of our students. So please make sure that, you reach out to us. Also, if, yes, any questions now? Kiana, questions that we want to address?
Yeah, so the first question was how to apply. I think that you pretty much covered that one. And then when do we hear back? So they already should have heard back. If you haven't heard back, send an email to the Apply EOP. And then what % of students are admitted who applied? That was the rate. What was your ratio, Jesus? It was over 4,000?
Yeah, it was over 4,000 applicants, and we only admitted, I think we had like 4,600, and we only admitted 161. So it's a very small, it's a very, very small percentage. It's less than 4% of those students who apply get admitted. Yes, we're still accepting applications. So if you're interested in applying to EOP, send us an email to applyeop@sonoma with your name and student ID, and let us know if you're a first-time freshman or transfer student.
And then the next question was, does EOP restrict based on units? Meaning, for example, for community college CAP participation in the program based on the amount of units completed. So I think this question is referring to, do we have a restriction on how many units a student has coming into the university? So if they are a first-time freshman, if they took classes like at a community college, or if they're a transfer student and have completed more than the 60 units.
Nope, as long as you just meet general admissions criteria, that's fine. You could either be as a first-time freshman or transfer student, upper division or lower division, depending. It doesn't matter. We had a freshman last from the, it's a current freshman right now. She came in with 32 complete community college classes completed. So she's pretty much graduating this semester already. And she came in as a freshman. So as I said, it doesn't really matter as long as you're just meeting basic admissions criteria for the university, you're good to go.
Cool. And then the next question is, would the EOP status transfer to the UC system as well, not just the CSU system?
For that one, we could work with the UC system. I know we follow the same guidelines within the CSU because we're all brother sister campuses. For the UCs, there's a different, the criteria might change a bit, but if that's your case, we could definitely work with you to make sure that you apply and that we connect you with the admissions coordinator at the UC campuses. Not all UCs have EOP though. Okay, and then EOP is also, just to answer, EOP is the only program, it's state funded, who works with undocumented students and documented students. So we're very exclusive of every student despite their immigration status.
And then two questions from the same student. What is the EOP graduation ceremony? And then also, when do we register? We covered both of those. EOP grad is a special ceremony that we do just for our EOP students as well as our Seawolf scholars. And then for registration, you're going to register during summer bridge. You'll have a bunch of people to help you do that. It's your first time doing it. It's a mess. You don't know what you're doing. It's scary. You're like, I don't know what to do. But through the EOP Academy, the Cal Manavitz Academy, and using your advisor as well as your summer bridge leader, which is a continuing student that you'll get during summer bridge, both of them will be able to help you. It's pretty much one-on-one support. Like, you're in your small cohort and they'll help you register. They'll show you which classes to do. They'll show you how to use the tools. So don't worry too much about that. Summer bridge will cover the whole thing. It'll be a little difficult via the remote that we're going to be doing, but we'll figure it out and it'll work out. And then the next question was, what FAFSA year is used? The year before the second year? Do you know how to answer that? Because I'm not exactly sure what the question was.
What was the question? Let me see.
It says, which FAFSA year is being used? Is it the one from the year before or 2 years prior?
So for our incoming students, both freshmen and transfer, you're using 2019 tax information. So it's 1 year. It's a year late. So, 2 years late, you could say, because we started 2020. But remember, as of 2017, you were able to use previous year's information. So we're using for the year 2020, 2021, we are using tax information from the year 2018. Starting October 1st, you'll be able to apply for the year 2021, 2022, and you'll be using 2019 FAFSA tax information. If you have more questions, we don't want to confuse you, send us an email to applyeop@Sonoma, and we'll be more than happy to help you answer those questions.
Cool. And then we had a student who asked if it's too late to apply for this term. They are a transfer student.
We're still accepting applications. As I said, you could still apply. Send us an email at applyeop@sonoma.edu. We're not guaranteeing you slots, but we could definitely put you on the wait list.
Cool. And then, do we have to live on campus?
Nope. With EOP, at Sonoma State, that's a general rule for Sonoma State. You don't have to live on campus. You can live on campus or off campus. If you live on campus, you are, as a freshman, you are required to have a meal plan. So that's just the only thing. But, for EOP, it does not restrict you to live on campus or off campus. If you have more questions about where you want to live, there are some restrictions for EOP students because you cannot live in some communities. But, our students could definitely help you with answer those questions via email.
I was going to say something about, there's one more, but it's more of a specific question. So Jasmine, if you just want to send us an email, we can follow up with you on that. And then one more thing about like living on campus. I know at a lot of universities, some universities don't allow first years to have their cars on campus. Sonoma State is not one of those universities. So if you have a car, you can bring your car your first year as a student.
Yes, and just as an FYI, I'm sure you'll hear this, Sonoma State is number 12. It's number 12 for most beautiful campus nationwide. So we are a very beautiful campus at SSU. So, if you come to SSU, you will not regret it. It's a beautiful campus. There's a lot of, for you to walk. It's a beautiful campus. Right now, it's really hot in here. This week has been really warm, and, we have a lake on campus. We have the butterfly garden. There's a lot to do, within just a small community at SSU. Our teacher to student ratio is 1 to 24, more or less. So it's very similar to a small high school. So we're very small. We're considered a small to medium campus. So it's a beautiful campus. You will be supported if you go through EOP. Rest assured on that. Any other
questions? Leslie, do you want to put your number in so that they can contact you?
Yeah, I could put my number.
Okay, we're gonna put our contact information for any students who have any general questions. We are both students, so we've been through this whole process. We both lived on campus, went through summer bridge. I'm gonna be a summer bridge leader this year, so if you have any questions just about like what it's like being a student at Sonoma State or what it's like being a student just like at a university in general. Leslie and I, and then also our other ambassador, his name is Sergio, we're great point of contacts for that. So we'll put our phone numbers in here for y'all.
All right, perfect. Do we have any questions? Any other questions that you have? I know we went over, but do you have any other questions? Jasmine, I'm going to address this. For those who have to submit official transcripts, there's two options depending what your school has. They could either send a hard copy, has to be official, or they could send it through parchment. So connect with your counselor and see if they have parchment, which is an electronic way of them sending it. It's still official, but it will be from the high school directly to the university. So those are the only two options. If you have issues with your school not being able to send your transcript, please let me know. I am the admissions coordinator. I work very closely with admissions, with financial aid, with housing. I want to make sure that I relate these questions to them. That way they could help us. That way we could find a solution for your issue or your problem. Okay. Well, thank you so much, you all. Welcome again to Sonoma State. We're really excited to see you in the fall. If you have any other questions, feel free to send us an email. Again, our email is on the chat box. Our contact information for admissions on our chat box. We're here to help you. We're here to support you. So, we're very excited that you have selected Sonoma as an institution for you to pursue your educational journey, your higher educational journey. So thank you so much. We'll be in touch. If something wasn't answered at this presentation, feel free to send us an email. Okay? Take care. Bye. Thank you, ambassadors. Great job.
Welcome. It was nice meeting you all.